Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to another episode of my Gems of War Let's Play. For this 10th double-digit episode, we are going to be finally doing an arena run. I explained it in my other video today that I posted earlier, in which I show how to draft an arena, like the mechanics of how arena works, but I'll explain it really quick once again in case any of you watching this happen to have not seen it. Arena is a mini game in this game that unlocks after you have completed Broken Spire. So we got it as soon as we completed, we took out Shegra in the first episode of this Let's Play. In Arena, you pay 1,000 gold to go into a double elimination game in which you try to play for these rewards and try to get up to the maximum of 8 wins, which will then give 1,500 gold, 10 trophies, 3 glory keys, and 500 souls. The main reward you want from these is the souls. The soul reward for arena is really high. Plus this is increased by other bonuses like armors and stuff. So you can get something like 1,000 or more souls from arena per run if you can get perfect runs. But in arena you get to choose from one from 3 different commons, one from 3 different rares, and one from 3 different ultra rares. You then get to choose your hero weapon, and then you get to go on from there. Key things to note about arena as far as mechanics. Every single troop is on a level playing field, which is a really good, unique mechanic that Arena has. So it doesn't matter if you have a troop level to 1, or you have it to level to 20, or you don't even own it, or you own 1,000,000 of them. Every single troop will be exactly the same. They're all scaled to level 15. And no traits work in Arena, no banners work in Arena, no hero classes work in Arena. Absolutely everything is on a level playing field. And kingdom bonuses do not work in Arena. That's really important to remember too, because I know I've seen some people sometimes wondering why it doesn't work. Arena is the only place where kingdom bonuses do not work. Some other things to note. Arena, despite it being taking place in Broken Spire, which is a brown-blue kingdom, every single trait stone can drop in Arena, so it's not color specific. It's the only place where every single trait stone can drop. Same thing as the treasure map minigame. And other than that, if you ever see a hero that has like slightly different stats than you, it's mostly because hero level works in on stats too. Like if you watched the previous episode I just did on how to draft with my level 1,000, you would have noticed that had 9 attack. I believe this count only has 6 attack, but that's because I'm a much lower level. Hero level for some reason does modify your stats slightly, but hero class and stuff like that does not. One other thing that might be different is people can have better weapons than you. So if you don't have too many weapons, it's good to try getting a variety of weapons to make sure you have them for arena. I'm actually starting to level out my mana masteries now, because I basically have all the basic weapons I need, and the rest of them I can get from classes and stuff, and I'll mention that a bit later. But anyways, let's get into this. I'm going to be doing a full arena run, hopefully getting a 8 win in this episode. I'll also be giving out a redeem code midway, so let's get into it. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, previous episodes I show you how to draft if you want to know how to draft. So let's get into this. I can see already I'm probably going to want to repick, because I already see I'm going to be getting a golem, and golem isn't particularly a really strong pick. We need some other really good cards to be able to pull this off. And we might have just gotten it. We have a choice between Valkyrie and Dark Master, both of which are absolutely insane in Arena. For winning's sake, I think I'm going to be going with the Dark Master, though I probably would go with Valkyrie in some cases. The main problem is I don't have a good blue weapon on this account, so it's going to be going a bit slow if I can't draft a good blue troop in the next one. So let's go Dark Master and hope we can get a non-mana conflict troop next. And we do have a bit of mana conflict, I believe. Let's see, we had a red purple there. So we actually can go with, oh, never mind. We can go with a green blue. Chimera is actually a lot stronger though, so I am slightly considering it. But for the sake of covering all manas, I believe I am going to be going for the Stone Giant. So let's pick that. Since we want to be able to cover all the colors, let's change our weapon to yellow. And we have 2 choices here. For 9 mana, we can do 5 true damage, or for 6 mana, we can do 6 normal damage. I believe I'm going to be going with the normal 6 damage. As your magic gets higher with your hero leveling up, you might want to be going with something like the Sunbolt Javelin for the true damage. But right now, it's still a fairly low number, so we're just going to go for the standard 1-to-1 ratio and keep it a pretty decent attack. It is to a random target just like the other one, so that's the main reason I'm not going with Sunbolt. 5 damage to a random one, it might not hit something that we need to kill, so it's better off we just go with the lower mana anyways. And oh, it's doing 1 damage less too, so yeah, you definitely want to go with the Sunbolt then in this one. I mean the Hunter Spear. So let's reorganize. As you can see, our hero has the lowest amount of attack, so we're going to put him in the back. He'll be a really good tank for us. Of these two, I'm probably going to put the Golem more up front because we want to keep as many colors as we want. Our Stone Giant is going to be denying some of our own mana, but it shouldn't be too big a deal. Actually, if I really wanted to, I could put that up front, but I mostly want to put it back a little bit so we can have Dark Master summoning in that slot once it dies. So let's go through Arena on this. One last thing I'd like to mention is you notice I have it set on hard. Hard gives you an additional, let me go into it. It basically has no effect on anything, and it gives you an additional 25% souls. So you do want to try playing on hard in Arena, because it's going to give you an extra 25% bonus on the souls at the end, which is like another extra 125 souls if you get a perfect run. So that's quite a bit of souls. Or 100 if you get like 1 lose and you or double lose there. But it's a good amount of souls if you can get in. So let's get into it. We're covering all the colors. Not the best team, but it should work. And it might even give us a flawless. Let's see. Let's see if we can find someone. And who do we have? We have a person. You are the Biz. And what will we do on this map? Well, we'll take those greens. We already have our ability up. That was quick. Getting a lot of mana from that. We also have skulls right here that we can take. We have all of these on 7 attacks, so that's going to be pretty good for us. We get even more attack if our Dark Master can kill someone. As I mentioned earlier, having a summon on your team is really good. One thing that this works really well is in Arena, all summons summon to level 15 regardless of what their magic is. Despite this saying 12, if our Dark Master summons a Thrall, it's going to be level 15. So that works really good. Plus he gives all allies 2 attack if he kills someone. So we're going to take these skulls and probably cast his ability next turn. We're going to be denying our own mana, but it's not too big a deal. We'll be getting those yellows and quite a few other things. Just see what happens. I'm not going to check everything since we just want to cast it. And it did pretty decent for us. And now we're going to do the Sunbolt Spear. Maybe we can get lucky enough to hit that. And of course, it's a random enemy, so we have no choice on what it hits. And of course, it hits like the alphiest one on the team. But now we'll be able to take these skulls. Oh, never mind. We won't be able to take those skulls. I lied. But we are going to be able to take these reds. Which means we can take these purples. Which means we're going to take these greens. Yeah, we're going to take these greens. Which means we're getting a lot of everything. So let's take, we're going to take the skulls. Yeah, we're going to take the skulls. I'm then going to do my spear and hope on the 50% chance it will hit one of those 2. Will we get lucky enough? Yes, we did. And now we're going to use our knight to kill their Naga Queen. So let's use the Dark Master. Kill it. And now we just gained 2 attack on all of our allies. So now we're up to 9 attacks. That's really good. Let's see. I kind of want to have him up. We could take that there. But he's going to be able to take those browns if we do. So we're going to take these reds. We'll go for that. We'll take those skulls. Is there any way we can drop it? No, we cannot. So we're just going to take them directly. We're doing 9 damage per skull match now. And he just got his ability up. He can't kill anyone. Or actually he could. If he somehow targets this, I don't know if he'll have priority to. He actually can kill it. Because since it's wounded, it'll be doing 11 damage total. Wolf Knight is really, really strong with its true damage. But we can pretty much ignore it. Just in case it does kill that, I'm not going to take those greens. Plus, it would give it an extra turn anyways. So I am going to go for probably these browns right here. We actually haven't gotten our Golem up once. I think that's the first mana we got on him this match. So we did prioritize it, and we did just lose that. So it's good that we didn't take those greens. Those blues are useless to us now. So let's take the purple. Try getting that slot filled with a Thrall. He will take those skulls, and we'll actually get the mana. That was actually a pretty bad move on our part. But we'll just take these skulls instead, so not too big a deal. He'll cast that on something, not too big a deal. It's only 4 damage, plus a freeze. Did hit our lead troop, not going to matter that much. And we're actually going to be able to do something pretty funny now. Actually, they don't have any armor, so I'm going to try targeting 2 skulls to make sure it will kill their lead troop right now. And I'm going to try getting more of the red and brown gems, I mean red and purple, so we can fill up our knight a bit more, our Dark Master. I keep calling him a knight. Well, he is a knight, but he's not called any kind of knight. He's Dark Master. And, yeah, what next? Yellow, purple, I guess purple. Can we get a skull pair? Come on, skull pair, Summers. No skull pair. Well, let's use this. We're not going to get any damage bonus, but we did get our Thrall up. And as you can see, let me just click on it real quick. Our Thrall is level 15. It has all level 15 stats. And that's how Arena works. It just summons everything at level 15 in the current state that it's in right now. Regardless of what the troop says it level it does. And there's our skulls to finish the first match. So there's our first win. Then we get our little bit of rewards, but the main rewards come once you complete the entire thing. And as I said earlier, I am starting to even all of these masteries out. So I am going to go for yellow. I'm not going to go for the green. Actually, I'm going to try to even them back out too, and basically all to the same number at this point. Because I think I'm going to focus on hero classes to get all the weapons I need. Anyways, let's keep going. If you find that an order for your team doesn't work, you can like switch them around a bit. This team's going to work in its current format. I don't see it really failing in this way. So we're just going to keep going and see how we can do. Hopefully we can get all the way up to 8 wins. And it's tempting. Most of these matches will make him get a skull next pair or next turn. Same as that one, that he'd be able to get a skull right there. So I actually am going to go for that recommended move. And we actually got a skull pair from him. We'll take that. And probably keep going on this blue. Hope for a surge. We didn't get it. It's also, I mentioned it in the drafting video too, it's good to try getting troops that are divisible by 3, because in Arena, you're mostly going to be getting like 3 pairs, which will just keep ticking up the manas, because you don't have any chance of getting banners in Arena. So you can't have like that green or blue banner to make sure he gets all the way up. So a lot of the way you get mana will be accumulated in 3s. So any troop that has a mana divisible by 3 actually tends to be a lot better in Arena compared to troops that aren't. So let's just take these skulls, then we'll cast that ability next turn. Got a bunch of blue right there. Unfortunately, his ability is already up. And we're actually going to take these skull pairs instead this turn. I'm going to actually take it by taking these browns. So we get both the browns and the skull. And he's naked. Shirtless. I think they actually can fix that glitch, and they just decided not to because it's so funny. The Clovis glitch. Well, I'm actually going to be taking this move just so we can get a bunch of mana. And then we'll take out our reds next turn. Or maybe not. We'll take these skulls instead. Actually, no. We'll take that instead. And instead of just taking those skulls, I'm going to explode this. Explode it right here. We'll be able to reduce all their armor down. We get that extra brown gem in there, which I think will do a 5 total. And we'll also get those 2 skulls in there, which will be able to kill the first troop. So yeah, we just reduced all their armor by 5, plus we killed the first troop with that, plus we gained a little bit of mana from killing all those. Oh, it was 1 short on the Dark Master though. I thought he would get up too. Must have miscounted somewhere. But let's use this, get the reds out of the way. Oh, we just 1 shot too, that's a lot of damage. He is going to get an extra turn on those skulls, but not going to do much. Not too big a deal. We'll take the skulls. Our golem's going to die, but our Dark Master is just going to replace it with a Thrall. And if you do have your Dark Master ability almost up or up, you might want to wait for a troop to die before you cast it, just so you can replace it with your summon. So we're going to take that. He's going to kill our golem, but we're going to replace it right afterwards. So we're gonna hit that, and there, we already replaced it right up front. Unfortunately, it is only 5 attack, but it is gonna be tanking for us and doing a lot of work that way. So let's take these purples. We didn't get a surge. Take these yellows. Oops. I did see that it also would take the blue, so we didn't get the extra yellow for our weapon. And he's going to cast that, then he's going to cast the other ability. Luckily, we have a summoner, so it doesn't really matter how much damage he does to us. We basically can't lose at this point with the summoner. But he does seem to be looping pretty well. So we are going to take a little bit of damage. He's going to kill our Thrall, which is actually beneficial to us. So now he did all that, and he basically just wasted it all on killing the Thrall. So let's start filling back up our Dark Master. Any skulls? Nope. I'll take this, just to get those yellows. Plus we got an extra turn off it, so that went really well. And I think I'll use this ability too. Actually, I'll take these yellows. Didn't get a surge though, so he's still 1 mana short. And we'll just hopefully spare it. And we got it. We got the 50% chance to kill the goblin, so we don't have to worry about that. Just have to deny his greens and reds. Unfortunately, there's nothing on the board that we can really take, so let's take these yellows. He's going to take our blues. We'll just be able to take his green. Plus we got a skull after that, so we'll just cast this and then finish it off with actually I'll just do that, and then I'll finish it off with either of them. Either of those 2 casts will finish it. So let's spare him. Spare the goblins. And there we go. Oh, there he's thinking again. Okay, there we go. 2 wins. Let's keep going. Yeah, this team is a bit slower, but is really, really tanky. Luckily, all of them do damage, though. So, we have that working for us. The skulls do look tempting. I have a feeling something's going to fall that's going to make it not as good. I kind of feel like taking that instead, because he's only doing 6 damage, so it's actually not too big a deal. Let's do it.
Surge.
And that worked somewhat beneficial to us. Maybe not the best move, but it kind of worked out. We got an extra turn off that, so I'd say it was a good trade. And we just took that, so we already got a better damage source up already. I do want to fill my golem up to make sure we can take out their armor.
Mana surge.
This is actually the earliest we got golem, so we're going to be able to do a lot of effect with it. He also has a paladin on his team, so we want to make sure we can disable that. Now, we're going to want to look for where the most brown gems are. You could use it strategically to try getting an extra turn or something on the board, but there doesn't seem to be anywhere that we can really use that right now with how the board is set up. So we are just going to focus on targeting the most browns. And that location would be seemingly right here, because I also want to be able to fill up our golem. So we're just going to target it right here. This will lower all of their mana, all of their armor by 7. Because we got 4 from his ability, plus 1 per every brown gem. And I'm actually not going to take those reds because our Dark Masters already fill. I'm just going to attack and use this, because they'll do more damage that way. And we just killed it because of that. We got the 14 damage. He got the 3-to-1 ratio per red, which gave it the extra damage to kill it.
Mana surge.
And at this point, I'm thinking the yellow browns. We could take that too. If we take that, we won't be able to get a surge, because 4 times can't surge. So I am going to gamble with this. And we didn't get a surge, but we got our mana that we needed, so it was still a better trade, I think. Of course, the Satyr only hits the back troop instead of Goblin, who can target, so that's good for us, and so just keep hitting our tank. You want to make sure when you build a team in Arena, you have either your hero in the back or something in the back to tank. You don't want to put something weak in your back, because people that, or troops that can hit the last troop are going to be tearing apart your last troop. So in instances like that, you want to make sure you always have a tank in the back for Arena. So we just got some skull damage off. Gonna take these skulls again. He's gonna take those skulls. We won't be able to explode kill him, so I'm going to we have 2 choices here. I've actually changed my mind. I'm gonna be exploding now, just to make sure we can get down all his mana. Locations here do not seem to be many good ones. I don't want to waste too much time trying to find one, but we could do it right there to get those reds, but we don't need reds right now, so I'm just gonna target it basically a random spot, probably right here, and hope for a blue right there to fall. And we got it. Actually, we got a lot of blues, so that actually worked out really well, even though we were kind of just doing that randomly there. So what I'm going to do at this point, that golem just took out their armor, so I'm going to take out that paladin now before it can cast. And that just gave us all 2 attack. And from this point, we'll cast with our stone giant. This will kill one of them. First one, unfortunately. But it'll still go down. And now we just have to kill the satyr. Stretching. Okay, and back. And what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Let's take these yellows, hope for a skull. Nope. It's gonna do a little damage to us. It's basically nothing. Next sculpt here will kill him.
Mana surge.
Just cast this, so he'll hopefully take like browns here or brown there or something. Let's see. He'll take those purples. Oh, we'll take his yellows. I mean greens. He'll take those greens. We'll take our blues. Yeah, let's go blue. He'll take our blues again. Get some yellow that he doesn't need. And there's no yellows and blues that we can take. So I'm going to take this purple and the brown. He'll take his greens. And we got skull, and that's game. So yeah, I think I'm going to give out the redeem code now. Let's go over to the shop. Click it in right here. And A9EZJ A2IAW. That is an I right there, not a 1. An I. And this will give you the normal rewards of 2 maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And 2 things to mention. For one, all redeem codes are now 200 uses instead of 150. So 50 more of you are going to be able to get the redeem code every single time. Another thing is this weird glitch in the back with the shop just staying there. That is confirmed to be fixed in the next version, so that won't happen anymore. So we don't have to worry about that either for the people that normally get the redeem codes. It's not like that's a big deal anyways, but it's just a little visual glitch. I'll be patched out next patch. So let's go back in the arena and let's finish this off. Still have 5 more battles to do, assuming we don't lose any. Arena runs can run anywhere from about 30 minutes to probably about an hour, maybe even a little bit more than an hour, depending on your team. The team I do have right now is slightly slower than some teams you could have, but it is on pace to be somewhat decent for a team. So let's just take this. Go for that. We already got our ability up. Take those blues because he's going to do something with it anyways. And take those yellows. And now we'll cast. And we hit their Naga Queen.
Surge.
Decent target. Even though we have no choice over it. I'll probably take these red. Actually, I do want to take these browns. There's a lot of browns on the board, and I'm not going to take it from there because I want to keep them clustered so we can use it there. Oops, I just gave it those yellows, but that's not too big a deal. Don't know what's going to do here. It's going to take those blues. Now, we have quite a bit of choices here. We can destroy 5 brown gems there, which is going to total a 9 armor reduction. They don't even have that much armor. So I am actually going to use it there. I believe you might be able to take a skull here, but I don't care. It's a lot of armor damage to them. Oh, and they can't do a skull here. So that worked out. I didn't bother counting it, but normally you might want to. I just didn't want to waste the time. Takes like an extra 10 seconds. You just look over it and make sure it won't do anything. We already got Golem back up, so let's see what we can do with that. We can use it right there to get those greens, and I think I'm actually going to go for that. You can get an extra turn too if another green drops. Can we get another green? Nope. We got 2 pairs of green, but not a 4 pair.
Mana surge.
Ah. And he's just going to club us. We're going to take out those reds. And we hit on hero. So our Spear has a 50% chance to kill something next turn. So before I do that, I'm going to take his reds just to make sure he doesn't take it. I'll also make sure our Dark Master gets up and we'll be able to replace our Golem soon. Let's use the Spear. We hit the 50% chance. We got their hero. And at this point, we could take those greens. We don't know what's going to drop, though. I kind of want to go for yellows, but let's go with green. Whoa! Good thing we didn't let him take that. Did you see that double 3 pair just fall out of the sky? And we got a 5-pair match. Gotta love that kind of luck. And if someone didn't do that and the AI ended up just doing that there, someone would probably post on the forum that the AI is cheating. It happens to players too. It's just, you have to go for those kind of moves and spot them when they're there and just hope for the luck that'll happen. Like right there, I'm gonna hope right now I get a yellow. Will that happen? Maybe. 50% chance. Because there's only 2 slots. Sometimes it's 33% chance, which is why it seems like it's against your favor so much. Because if it's somewhere in the middle here, like if I took a 3 pair somewhere up here, like right here, and we have 2 gems fall, it's only going to have a, it would have a 33% chance there, or it would only have a 33% chance to fall right there. And the AI would have a 66% chance because it has 1 right there and 1 right there. So that's kind of how that works. But anyways, let's use this. Kill out their Naga Queen. It's about to cast soon. We get +2 attack on all of our allies. No skulls we can use. I am going to take these yellows. Hope for a skull. 33%. No. Well, 33% if it falls. It did get that skull. Not a big deal, though. We kind of wanted it dead anyways. We got our ability up. We didn't even need that extra green. Take the yellows. We get that ability up. A lot of skulls, or only 1 skull we can choose from. Let's take that. And casting both of these will kill it. So let's just use this, take out the reds. And the spear will kill it. Yeah, and that is that match. And we're halfway through going through this arena. So let's see what the 5th match has. I need to go take a drink of this water. Been talking for like 2-3 hours straight now, so I wonder if you can hear me drinking through the mic. Probably not. I don't know. Okay. It's so hot here too. Isn't today like the first day of summer as well? Happy first day of summer, if it is. It definitely feels like it is, that's for sure. Anyways, what do we have here? Let's see. Kind of want these greens. Get those browns as well. Reds. Yeah, I'm going to take these reds and hope a red can fall right there. Hopefully it doesn't fall there or we'll get an extra turn off it. And neither happen. And, purple or red? He has a summoner too, so you do want to, if you see someone else with a summoner in arena, you might want to challenge them for the reds and purples to make sure they don't get as many. So I'm going to take these purples, hope for a red. Well, we got a red, not in the right spot though. Doesn't matter though, he gave us an excellent move. A really excellent move. We almost got a map off of that. I think like 1 more cascade more would have been a map, 1 or 2 more. And from here, let's just waste our spear. There's not much we can really do. Next turn, I'll use our red destroy. Or I'll take skulls. Oh, actually no. Since we remove all the reds, we don't even need to take that skull pair. We can just cast this ability, and we already get that for free. So that went pretty well. And now I am going to target that summoner. We do not want it summoning at all. Unfortunately, it's Rockworm's going to be able to start looping with this board. Hopefully, we actually want their Trent to survive. Hopefully, remove the brown so the Rockworm can't do anything. Because that Rockworm is actually going to do a little bit of work after this turn if it starts keeps repeating it over and over again. So we'll see what happens now. Luckily, we have 9 attack on everything, so we're starting to get higher. It looks like he's going to be using his Rockworm next turn. So this gives us a turn to take some of his browns. If you see a Rockworm about to cast, take his browns. It'll give him a lower chance to get an extra turn. If he misses here, we have a really good standing. If he hits, we're kind of... Okay, he kind of missed. He got some mana, but he didn't get any kind of mana surge or anything like that, or extra turn. So we're going to take this. It is going to give him a skull, but we're going to get both yellow and brown mana. Okay, take the extra turn of those. They still have some armor, so let's find a good place to explode. Actually, we're going to take this purples first. Actually, I'm not going to explode. I'm going to take that. And now I'm going to explode on as many browns as possible. And that's actually a good counter to Rockworm too, because we need to focus the browns anyways. I don't see any extra turns anywhere. I'll probably just use it on the browns. Get his armor as low as possible. We see we're going to explode 4 brown gems here, which on top of that 4 is going to bring it to 0. So we just took out all his hero's armor as well as the Rockworm. Rockworm will probably miss here. There's not enough brown gems that'll do anything. Yeah, it missed. For the most part, missed. So, at this point, I'm going to take these blues, hope for a surge, get those purples as well. We got the surge. We didn't get the other surge, but that's the only one I really needed. That's not going to die this turn, so we are just going to use this. And he'll take the skulls. And that'll give us our spear for next turn. Actually, we'll take that first. And we'll also take that.
Mana surge.
And now we have a lot of things we can cast. I'm going to use spear and work up, because our spear might actually die if we use it second, in case he somehow gets brown miraculously. He goes for yellow instead. Weird choice for the AI, but let's take out his worm. And then we are already pretty much won. Also, the only bad thing about that gaining 2 attack is it happens after the summon, so the summon doesn't get that attack. Let's just take this browns. We didn't actually need to do that. Just wasting time there, but let's just use that, and that match is over. Okay, where are we now? Okay, 5 matches down, 3 to go. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? Take that first. Get the extra turn out of the way. That looks like a good move. That looks like a good move. We'll go with this. It will give him a sculpt here, but it'll make sure we can do this next turn. Just in case it was going to go for it.
Mana surge.
So we got a bunch of mana now. Now to just figure out what to do from here. I kind of want to get the golem up, but there's no browns on the board to do it. Luckily he has a golem too, so we can kind of block his mana. I guess we'll take these purple, maybe a skull. We had a 50-50 there. Nothing else we can really take. We don't need yellows, we already have the mana. We could take those greens, but that's going to bring it down to a spot where we can take skulls. So hopefully it'll take those greens. It'll fill up its ability, but we'll get those skulls. And it did go for it. So we are going to take that. We'll take the mana first. And there's 2 skull pairs here. Yeah, I'm actually going to take this one to make sure he can't get the other one. They're also going to give us some brown gems, but we are 1 brown short, unfortunately. And we did just give him some green. I better not hit my golem. Because he does 3 times damage to brown. And what do we have here? I can't kill any of them with that lash. I want blue or green, but we don't seem to be able to get it anywheres. I'll take these yellows.
Mana
We didn't get the skull. It took our green. And I guess I'll just use this. Hopefully it'll hit something that will be able to die within the next match. Nope, it's still 3 damage short. And purple we can't use. Red we can't use. And I believe that's all of our matches, so we do have to cast this now. A little bit of a waste, but we can't just leave it there. I'm going to keep the armor ones up first because we do have a golem who only needs 1 more mana. So I'm going to use it on Hero, so the next skull pair will kill Hero. What weapon is it using? Sun Javelin? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I prefer using the Sunbolt over, Hydra Spear instead of the Sunbolt. Because early on, you don't have that much magic in Arena. So it's not really that effective to have a true damage weapon like that. So we're going to go for this yellow. It's gonna take those skulls. We do want to get brown gems so we can take out these armor, but he might actually end up killing it before we can. I'm going to take these blues so we can hopefully kill something with it. Hopefully it won't hit hero though. I do want brown gems first though, and it's not giving me any brown. I will take this. It might get a skull pair off it. I'm not going to check, but actually we get a skull pair off it. That works. It's going to use that. Do not hit it. Do not hit it. Thank you. Okay, we're going to take these browns. Browns we've been waiting for. And now we'll be able to take out both their armor. Or not completely, but we'll be able to chip it down a good amount. And he just took out my... Oh, I wanted to take all 5 of those for an explode. He did counter it, though. But we did get those extra skull damage. So that guy's armor will be down. And we will go for... Yeah, I'll do it. I'll just do it in the top left, I guess. And this will take their armor out by 7, and it'll do 1 damage to the golem as well. So now we can finally cast it. Actually, never mind. Take skulls. And now we can finally cast this. And it'll kill either one of those. 66% chance to kill one. All luck, it'll hit that. Yep. I called it. I called it. We still don't have a single lose yet though, so we're in good standing. It doesn't matter if you lose once, you still get the same exact reward if you get all 8 wins. We're gonna take this blue here, get the skull, get the mana. Get the brown gems too, we got quite a bit out of that actually. He is gonna get that skull pair killing that golem, and he got it for free too. And that's not too big a deal though. He's gonna heal some. No extra turn for us. He did just give us a bunch of damage that we can now use by just destroying all the reds. So hopefully this will hit the gnoll in the first one. Unfortunately, it doesn't, but not too big a deal. We'll just be able to spear and lash it for the kill. So I'll lash first just to make sure it doesn't die somehow. Not like it will happen. And now we have a little mini tank up front again, and just finish it off. Summoner is better than Dark Master, especially in arena. But if you can get Dark Master, you can still get it. It's not a bad choice to have. Well, the summon is better. Dark Master's ability is better as far as damage-wise, but the summon on Summoner is better. Well, let's keep going. We only have 2 more wins left until we finish this arena run. Let's see here. Let's see. Take the extra turn. Gonna probably go for the skulls. Could take that. I'm not going to. I'll do it next turn if he doesn't. And he will get a pair off it, so I'm actually not gonna do that. Go for the extra turn there. And from there, we'll probably just waste this ability off because I don't see too many other manas. We have yellow, but that's about it. So let's use this. Start chipping at the goblin. Goblin's pretty annoying, so want to make sure he dies. Another lash will make sure he goes down. And from here, let's see. I don't want to target their Grave Knight because I'll let Golem do all the work on that. I also don't want to do it that way because it'll give him the brown next pair. So let's hope for a brown this pair. 50% chance. And we got neither. And whenever I say those percent chance, that's if that specific gem falls. Not like every single time.
Mana surge.
Let me get that. And yellow. We can hope for a red. Man, we got it. We got the red. Gonna take this brown. He got that up, which is gonna be really annoying, especially if he hits it on something like Golem. We just got a key there. We could explode there, get those blue pairs that would fill him up, our Golem up easily. I mean our Stone Giant. But instead, I am gonna want to probably go for these 2 browns. It'll make sure we get our brown pairs. Is there anyone else that we might want to go? Actually, I am gonna do it here because we get the purples too. I didn't notice that. So I am actually gonna explode it right here. Yeah, right here. So we don't hit as many brown gems, but we get other mana that we needed. Okay, so we're gonna take this extra turn, make sure he doesn't get it. And off this, to make sure this random hit doesn't hit the goblin, we're just gonna kill the goblin now. Get our +2 attack. And then next turn we'll cast this. he'll probably hit our highest armor. Yeah, either our hero, which had 9 armor. So he's almost dead already. One more Grave Knight will be able to cast on him. Grave Knight's actually a lot powerful in Arena now that I remembered him. But he did get a 2 damage buff on him recently, which is why. Because normally he would only been doing 5 damage. Now he's doing 7. So that buff is really doing work in Arena. So Grave Knight's actually a pretty good pick. If you happen to spot him. But then again, most ultra rares are in Arena these days. They're starting to get a little bit more balanced. I guess I'll go for greens. We got the purples as well. We got the purples as well again. We got blues. Anything else? Skulls. We'll take these reds. And I am actually going to do this deliberately, give him a skull, because I want to cast his ability off. And then whoever it hits, I'll be able to lash down. So let's use this. And now we'll lash out the Grave Knight. What's this even called? Oh, Cat of Nine Tails. I just call it Lash.
There is no.
There we go. Or Whip. Take the screens. And looks like we'll just have to fill our spear. Doesn't really see much else. Use our spear. Or actually, yeah, I'm going to take these screens. Didn't get a surge though. He's going to go for the brand, yep. Take the skulls and spear will finish it.
Mana surge. Take this.
A lot of these matches, we've basically been going with 4 troops there. 4 troops on our team, but that's mostly because we had the summoner helping us all the time. Or the Thrall. I mean, I'll get the name eventually, right? Dark Master. Okay, so we're up to our final battle now, so let's get into that. And we haven't even lost a single time yet, so this is going really well. A little bit slower than some teams, but we're getting there. The soul reward at the end of it is definitely worth it for the time. Plus, it's the most even playing field, and a lot of people get a lot of fun out of Arena. I still get a lot of fun out of it. Some of the higher level players are a little bit tired of it because it gets tiring a little quick for some people, but I really like it. And let's see, where are we going here? And if any of you are still watching at this point, you'll probably really like it too, because I have no clue what the time is on this one, but it has to be somewhere around like the 40-50 minute mark. I should really start timing these things so I don't take like forever. But I didn't want to like split the video, like that wouldn't be any fun. Okay, so where are we here? Let's see. Browns? I kind of want to get Golem up so we can take out that initial armor. We're going to need 2 more brown matches though. Or 1 if we get a surge. And he's actually doing quite a bit this match. We're starting to get into position that we might actually lose this one. Not likely, but we could. We're going to take these reds. Not going to take those blues. Actually, I didn't even see that there. Take that. And now we'll take these skulls. Or actually, I'll take that first. And now we'll take these skulls, I think. Yeah. Don't see anything that I'll say otherwise. So we'll take that. And that's just enough damage I will be able to kill it. Please do not hit that. Do not hit that. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Gosh. Okay, yeah, we might lose this one. Well, it's definitely posing a challenge for our last fight, that's for sure. Okay. So that kind of just screwed us over. That helped us a lot. We really need Golem up now. I don't want to take it that way because we'll get skulls, so let's get that. More skulls. Come on, brown, brown, brown. Nope. I'll waste the spear. 1 in 4 chance. Oh wow, we actually hit it. Okay. A little bit of counter luck. It's going more in our favor now. We'll take that. Get our yellows as well. Didn't get a surge. He's going to get that and the skulls as well. Oh, 2 skulls. Oh, never mind. Only 1 skull. Okay. To cast or not to cast? Well, if we cast it right there, we're going to be able to get those brown gems as well. He can't kill us with that skull pair. So I'm actually going to do this. It's going to leave us with 1 HP. So this is actually going to work out for us. We take out all of their armor, or pretty much all their armor. And we're going to get all of those extra mana as well. And he'll take those skull pair, but we still have 1 HP left. So we're still alive, so that doesn't matter. We're going to take out all these reds. We're going to get those greens. He's going to be able to take a skull pair on the next turn, but that shouldn't be too big a deal. This might kill too. Yeah, we got to kill. Got a bunch of mana as well. Oh, and there wasn't even a skull pair there. Actually, that worked out really well in our favor. We'll take the skull pair. He's probably going to do a lot of work to one of these two. Oh no! We got really lucky. He hit our 1 HP. So now, we pretty much won this already now. It's pretty much in our favor. Not much we can do to mess this up. I will take... what? Yeah, I will. He'll get the skulls, but I want that spare. You have a 50% chance. I'll take this. Hope for skull. No skull. I'll spare first.
Here we go.
And now I'll use the stone giant because now it'll kill whoever it hits. Or we'll just skull and then the next one will finish it. Okay, and that is Arena. We just need to cast this and we have got him down. Come on, finish your turns already. Go down. And before we finish this, he's naked again. Naked wolf. Wolves are already naked. Before we claim this real quick, I'm gonna click back. I was using my spider armor throughout it just to make sure I got a little bit less EXP because I'm trying to keep this account as low as possible for as long as possible. But one thing you do want to do, regardless of what kind of armor you use, if you use it throughout or you change it at the end, you do want to change to your highest soul armor. If you're early on in the game, you want to get yourself the assassin armor. It's only 50 gems from the shop. It is really affordable. You can probably get it from guild gems or from doing treasure maps a bunch of times. You want to make sure you have assassin's armor if you don't have any kind of armor that gives any kind of soul bonus, because that's 50% to souls. So that's going to be an extra 250 souls for every arena match you do. And of course, for the late game investment, you'd either go with the Death Knight armor, which costs $50, or the free-to-play method of the Celestial armor, which still gives 100% souls, and you buy it with 500 gems, which of course you get mainly from guild tasks and treasure maps. So we're going to switch back to this, so we get 100%. This is an extra 25% to the spider armor we just had. So now we're going to claim these rewards, and we get, for completing this arena, 3 glory keys, 1,125 souls. That extra 125 is from setting it to hard, 10 trophies, and 2,400 gold. Also, you do get the option to buy these things at level 15. You always want to say no. You don't need them. They're a waste of gems. But anyways, yeah, that pretty much wraps it. The arena awards are a little bit behind. They may end up buffing them in the future again, because with all the reworks to PvP and to treasure maps, Arena hasn't been like modified for a while and it's starting to fall behind other methods. But Arena is a lot of fun. It's a really even playing field. And anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. If you're still here at this point, make sure to leave a like. I really appreciate the support because I'm pretty sure this video is like, what, 50 minutes at this point? 60? That is absolutely ridiculous. But I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching and goodbye.